World War II, the deadliest conflict in human history, ended with the Allies' victory in 1945. But what if it hadn't? What if key battles were lost, alliances shattered, and the world followed a different path? In this alternate timeline, we explore the terrifying possibilities of a different World War II outcome. A world where democracy falters, empires rise, and the shadow of fascism looms long into the future. Title: What if World War II ended differently? To understand how history could have changed, we need to revisit the war's most decisive turning points. In 1940, Britain stood alone. If the Royal Air Force had lost the Battle of Britain, Hitler's Operation Sea Lion, the invasion of the British Isles, would have begun. Without British resistance, Europe would have been sealed under Nazi control. Hitler's invasion of the Soviet Union was a gamble. But what if the Wehrmacht had succeeded? Moscow captured, Stalin assassinated, and the USSR fractured. Nazi Germany could have dominated the East, accessing vast resources to fuel its war machine. Japan's surprise attack in 1941 drew America into the war. But if Japan had focused its might elsewhere, delaying US involvement, Nazi Germany might have solidified its power in Europe, making Allied victory far less likely. So what would the world look like if the Axis powers had won? A Nazi-controlled Europe would see the spread of fascism. Dictatorships could extend across Africa and the Middle East. Countries that resisted would face brutal occupation, forced labor, and mass persecution. While the Axis may not have had the naval capability to invade the United States mainland, a prolonged Cold War could emerge, with fascist regimes threatening democratic ideals. German advancements in rocketry and nuclear research would accelerate. Without the ethical considerations of the Allies, weapons of mass destruction might become commonplace. Space exploration and artificial intelligence could be weaponized. But the greatest cost of this alternate reality would be human. Without the Allied liberation, the Holocaust's atrocities would escalate. Entire populations could face extermination and any opposition to fascism crushed. Yet even in a world dominated by tyranny, resistance would remain. Underground networks would fight for freedom, echoing the spirit of those who resisted the Nazis in our own timeline. History is filled with what-if moments. The Allies' victory ensured the survival of democracy and the defeat of totalitarian regimes, but it was never inevitable. It was the result of immense sacrifice, resilience, and determination. As we reflect on what might have been, let us remember the importance of the choices we make and the values we stand for. What do you think the world would look like today if World War II had ended differently? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more thought-provoking historical content.